Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Writing Task 2 series. Today we're tackling a topic about parenting and childhood development. Let's look at today's task. Some people think parents should read or tell stories to their children. Others think there is no need to do that as children can read books or watch movies on their own. Discuss both views and give your opinion. This is asking us to examine two opposing viewpoints about parental storytelling. On one side, we have people who believe parents should actively read to their children. On the other side, there are those who argue this isn't necessary since children can engage with books and movies independently. This is a classic, discuss both views and give your opinion, question type, which is extremely common in Writing Task 2. So let's break it down systematically. 1. Understanding the task and approach. First, let's clarify exactly what this task requires. Discuss both perspectives. We need to fairly represent both the pro-storytelling and anti-storytelling camps. Present your own opinion. We must take a clear stance on which view is more convincing. Maintain balance. Don't heavily favor one side in the discussion portion. Our essay structure should follow this pattern. Introduction with thesis statement. Arguments for parental storytelling. Arguments against parental storytelling. Your personal opinion with reasoning. Remember, the key to success here is demonstrating that you can analyze multiple perspectives while articulating your own reasoned viewpoint. 2. Arguments supporting parental storytelling. Let's examine the strongest arguments for why parents should read to their children. First, emotional bonding and relationship building. When parents read to children, they create intimate, one-on-one moments that strengthen their emotional connection. This shared experience builds trust and communication patterns that extend far beyond story time. The physical closeness, eye contact, and focused attention during reading sessions contribute to secure attachment between parent and child. Second, enhanced language development through interaction. Parental storytelling isn't just passive consumption, it's an interactive experience. Parents naturally adjust their reading pace, explain difficult words, ask comprehension questions, and encourage discussion. This real-time feedback and clarification helps children develop vocabulary, pronunciation, and critical thinking skills more effectively than independent reading might. Third, modeling reading behavior and instilling reading habits. When children observe parents valuing books and storytelling, they internalize the message that reading is important and enjoyable. Parents can demonstrate proper reading techniques, show enthusiasm for literature, and help children discover genres and authors they might never encounter on their own. Fourth, customized content and age-appropriate guidance. Parents can carefully select stories that match their child's developmental stage, interests, and emotional needs. They can also provide context for challenging themes or historical references that might confuse young readers encountering material independently. 3. Arguments against required parental storytelling. Now let's consider the opposing viewpoint with equal fairness. First, promoting independence and self-directed learning. Advocates of this position argue that children should develop autonomous learning skills from an early age. When kids choose their own books and navigate stories independently, they build confidence, decision-making abilities, and personal responsibility for their education. This self-reliance serves them well throughout their academic careers. Second, leveraging modern educational technology. Today's children have access to interactive e-books, educational apps, audiobooks with professional narrators, and multimedia content that can be more engaging than traditional parent-led reading. These digital resources often include pronunciation guides, built-in dictionaries, and adaptive learning features that respond to individual progress. Third, practical considerations for busy families. Modern parents often juggle demanding work schedules, multiple children, and various responsibilities. Requiring daily story time can create unrealistic pressure and guilt. Allowing children to read independently provides flexibility and ensures that reading happens consistently, even when parents aren't available. Fourth, avoiding over-dependence on adult guidance. Some educators worry that excessive parental involvement in reading might prevent children from developing their own interpretation skills and personal relationship with literature. Independent reading allows kids to discover their preferences, pace, and understanding without adult influence. Remember, stay focused on the specific question: should parents read to children, or can kids handle books and movies alone? Don't let your essay become a general discussion about child-rearing philosophies. 4. Developing your personal opinion. For the opinion section, I'd recommend taking a clear stance in favor of parental storytelling. Here's one approach. While independent reading has its merits, I firmly believe that parental storytelling and reading aloud remain essential for optimal child development and should not be replaced by solitary consumption of books and media. Supporting reasoning. Irreplaceable human connection. No amount of technology or independent reading can substitute for the emotional warmth and security that comes from a parent's voice telling a story. This human connection forms the foundation of a child's relationship with literature and learning itself. Superior language modeling. When parents read aloud, they provide live demonstrations of proper pronunciation, intonation, and expression that children cannot get from silent reading or even audiobooks. This real-time modeling is crucial for developing sophisticated language skills. Guided critical thinking development. Parents can pause to ask questions, explain cultural references, and help children make connections between the story and their own lives. This guided reflection develops analytical skills that independent reading simply cannot provide at the same level. Building lifelong reading habits. Children who associate reading with positive parental interaction are far more likely to become enthusiastic lifelong readers. The emotional foundation laid during shared reading experiences creates intrinsic motivation that extends well beyond childhood. This position recognizes that while children can certainly benefit from independent reading as a supplement, parental involvement remains the cornerstone of literacy development. 5. Useful vocabulary and expressions. Let me share some useful vocabulary and expressions for this topic: literacy development. The process of learning reading and writing skills. Cognitive stimulation. Activities that promote brain development. Parent-child bonding. The emotional connection between parent and child. Independent learning. Self-directed educational activities. Critical thinking skills. The ability to analyze and evaluate information. Imaginative development. Growth of creative and abstract thinking abilities. Phonological awareness. Understanding of sound patterns in language. Narrative comprehension. Ability to understand story structure and meaning. Scaffolding. Providing temporary support to help children learn. Intrinsic motivation. Internal drive to engage in activities. Socio-emotional development. Growth in social and emotional skills. Metacognitive skills. Awareness of one's own thinking processes. Prosocial behavior. Actions that benefit others and society. Developmental milestones. Key achievements in child growth stages. Verbal fluency. Smooth and confident use of spoken language. Autonomous learners. Students who can direct their own learning. 6. Summary and essay writing tips. To wrap up, here are the key points for writing an effective response to this task. Use clear topic sentences and smooth transitions between paragraphs. Make sure each body paragraph has a distinct focus. Support your arguments with clear, logical explanations and practical examples that readers can easily understand. Give roughly equal attention to both viewpoints in the discussion sections, even if you ultimately favor one side. Reinforce your opinion while acknowledging the complexity of the issue. Avoid introducing completely new arguments in your conclusion. Personal touch, ***, while maintaining academic tone, you can briefly reference common parenting experiences that most readers will relate to. This topic allows you to demonstrate sophisticated thinking about family relationships, child development, and educational approaches, all while showcasing your English language skills. That's a wrap for today's writing task 2 breakdown. I hope this analysis helps you approach similar questions with confidence. Remember to practice writing full essays on this topic to solidify your understanding. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll tackle another challenging writing task.